Hi, I'm Dr. Pauline Dillard, Executive Director and CEO of Dunamis Center Ministries in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I want to start doing regular YouTube videos and help you to understand some things that will help you to understand where I'm coming from. I do want to apologize about the lighting. I'm not at home. I'm actually up in Avon, Colorado at my resort. I come up here every year at this time and I work on stuff for the center. So today I want to talk about Romans chapter 7 because a lot of times we get stuck there. And I said, you're in good company because this is from the Apostle Paul and this is what he said. So let me just read a little bit to you. I'm starting in verse 15. For I do not understand what I am doing because I do not practice what I want to do, but I do what I hate. You ever feel that way? I know I do. And if I do what I do not want to do, I agree with the law that it is good. So now I am no longer the one doing it, but it is sin living in me. For I know that nothing good lives in me, that is, in my flesh. For the desire to do what is good is with me, but there is no ability to do it. For I do not do the good that I want to do, but I practice the evil that I do not want to do. Now, if I do what I do not want, I am no longer the one doing it, but it is the sin that lives in me. So I discover this principle. When I want to do good, evil is with me. For in my inner self, I joyfully agree with God's law, but I see a different law in the parts of my body, waging war against the law of my mind and taking me prisoner to the law of sin in the parts of my body. What a wretched man I am. Who will rescue me from this body of death? I thank God through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then, with my mind, I myself am a slave to the law of God, but with my flesh to the law of sin. Now, when I first read in Romans after I gave my life to Jesus over 35 years ago, and I came across this passage, I was encouraged. I know a lot of people see this and they feel discouraged because, oh, what can we do about this? But this was the Apostle Paul saying he had the same struggles I had. So that made me feel encouraged because at the end, when he talks about, I can get healed from this through Jesus Christ, that's pretty amazing stuff. So to me, it was like, well, I keep growing in Jesus, I keep pursuing this. But at the same time, I kept asking myself, what is it that's going on inside of me that keeps getting in the way of me doing what I want to do? And how come I keep getting caught in this craziness? So as I grew, and then as I became a doctor of psychology, Christian clinical psychology, I realized that life pretty much has trauma to it. And when we go through things in life, whether it's parents who fought every day, or a specific event happened that was super traumatic, or I didn't know when I got home from school that day if my dad was going to hit me or take me for ice cream, all of that causes our stress hormones to rise really high. And when those stress hormones are really high, excuse me just a minute, I'm about to start coughing and I don't want to do that if I can help it. But when my stress hormones are at that really high level, I'm having thoughts and beliefs about what's happening to me. And then our brain actually creates pathways, like walking across a field at the same place every day until we have this pathway. So now, anytime those particular stress hormones rise up, it creates those thoughts in our brain. So the first thing we have to do is understand that there's this automatic negative thinking. It's running through our physiology, but by understanding it, we can take control of it for our emotional piece, and we can have Jesus help us to be able to overcome it. And that was actually why I created this workshop. Why do I keep doing that? To help people to really understand what's happening, that they're not crazy, that you are not stuck in this forever if you don't want to be. And so when you start learning more about it, you can take control over your thoughts, and everybody throws out 1 Corinthians 10 or 2 Corinthians 10:5, take your thoughts captive. Well, how do I do that? So if you want to look further into that, just go to our website at dunamascenter.com, DUNAMAS center.com, and just click on the button that says, why do I keep doing that? And, you can find out very quickly things that you could do about this pathway that's stuck in your mind. So thank you. And I hope I can continue to share with you. And I plan on continuing to share with you. And hopefully the lighting will get better. Thank you very much.